بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد وعن محمود بن لبيد أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال اثنتان يكرههما ابن آدم يكره الموت والموت خير للمؤمن من الفتنة ويكره قلة المال وقلة المال أقل للحساب رواه أحمد. Mahmud ibn Labid narrated that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, two things son of Adam, human, every insan, he dislikes them. Every human, he doesn't like two things. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, he doesn't like death, and then he says, death is better for believer from the fitna. Death is better for a believer from the fitna. And human being doesn't like death. And second thing, he doesn't like that he has less wealth. Possessing or having less wealth, it is being disliked by every human. And Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that lessness of the wealth will become lessness of the hisab on the day of judgment. If you will have no wealth, then there will be no hisab. If you will have very minimum wealth, then your hisab will be minimum. If you have too much of wealth, then your hisab will prolong. It will be accordingly. So, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us perfect believer. He says two things. First, he mentioned that every human, he doesn't like death. And death is best for a believer. Especially into the time of fitna. It is khair than falling into the fitna. Umar radiyallahu ta'ala used to make dua that, oh Allah, before dark days come, take Umar away. Radiyallahu ta'ala. Before that darkness comes into my life, take me away before that. I don't want to remain into the darkness. Every day, Fajr time, we read that dua. Nabi Sassam said, فَإِذَا أَرَدْتَ بِقَوْمٍ فِتْنَةً فَتَوَفَّنِي غَيْرَ مَفْتُونِينَ. Oh Allah, when you plan trials, then take me away before trials. Take me away without being tried. That is the dua of Nabi Sassam. And here Nabi Sassam said that every human being, they don't like death. But death is best for a believer than falling into the fitna. If you go from this world with iman, that is better than facing fitna and then your iman become hazy. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us alive with safe and sound iman and give us death into the oceans of iman. May Allah give us death, that is the best time. One of the dua, it is being mentioned that, oh Allah, when time of your meeting comes, oh Allah, make that time best time of my life. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make that possible. And as Iqbal said into the Urdu poetry, that it is nadani, it is immaturity. It is nadani and it is immaturity to take death is end of life. No. He said, for a believer, death is the beginning of life. beginning of eternity. He said into the Urdu poetry that it is the first breaking of dawn for your eternal life. And as we always share, that death will become bridge between one beloved to ultimate beloved. Because pious people, pious believers' souls, they depart from their body and they go straight and they make sajda to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And they are being sent to A'la Illiyin. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us from them. And death is the medium. That as soon as you will arrive into your grave, you will be citing Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It is an Eid. It is an Eid. So Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said here that death is better for a believer than fitna. As Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, that such time is coming that person will pass by the grave and he will wish that I wish I would have been on your place. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take us away before that time which can harm our iman. Because death is going to come for everybody. But you die and lose iman, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. So that's why Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that from the fitna, death is much better. And al-maut tuhfatul mu'min. Some riwayat went or coming. That death is the gift for a believer. People, they were always ready to die with iman. And how, some people in olden days to travel to Makkah Mukarramah and to travel to Haramain al-Sharifain, it was very challenging. And some of the Salaf has wrote book, and in that book he mentioned that what type of, anticipation they had, how they were looking forward to, and what type of sacrifices they made. So he had mentioned incidents that people, because of challenges to travel to Haramain al-Sharifain, how many people, which way they lost their life into the muhabbat of Ka'batullah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us good death. Best time of our life, our death comes. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make that possible. And may Allah protect us. That you are sinning and your death comes. Drown into some of the major sin. And that is when your soul is being taken out. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. That is why gradually we are traveling to that time where Nabi Sassam said that in the morning person will be believer and by evening he will become kafir, and in the evening he will be believer, and when morning comes he will become kafir. And I always say that I don't know what this will bring. Just take an account of your privacy. Just take an account where you roam all the times. Isn't it that sometime one glance you feel like regretting that I would have avoided this glance. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. And if you are in command, that whether this or whether whatever it will bring, artificial intelligence after few years, whatever it will bring, you remain unmoved. You remain firm. Nothing can tempt you beside Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nothing can attract you. And into the times of fitna also, some of the people, they will remain firm. Nothing will change them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us from them. Otherwise, for the masses and for the majority, Nabi Sassam is mentioning that, O believer, to die with iman, it is better than to be tasted. O Allah, give us iman like Sahaba, without being tried. And second thing, you don't have wealth. Some people, they cry on that until they die. That I wish I had that. I wish I had that. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is saying that as much as less you have, that much early you will go into Jannat, because your hisab will be very short. You don't have to give any hisab. So Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam indirectly saying to every believer that, oh believer, do not be worried for facing death, because it is best for you. And oh believer, if you don't have too much of wealth, then be happy, because your hisab will be full of happiness. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make that possible. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya awwal al-awwaleen, Ya akhir al-akhirin, Ya rahim al-masakin, Ya dhal quwwati al-mateen, Ya dhal manni fala yumannu alayk, Ya dhal tawr, Ya dhal jalali wal ikram. La ilaha illa ant, زهر اللاجئين وجار المستجيرين ومأمن الخائفين يا مأمن الخائفين إن كنت كتبتنا إنك في الكتاب أشقياء فامحو عنا اسم الشقاء وإن كنت كتبتنا إنك في الكتاب مقطرا علينا أرزاقنا فامحو تقطير رزقنا وحرمان رزقنا واكتبنا وأثبتنا إنك سعداء ووفقنا الخير فإنك تقول في كتابك يمحو الله ما يشاء ويثبت وعنده الكتاب. اللهم إنا نسألك فعل الخيرات وترك المنكرات وحب المساكين وأن تغفر لنا وترحمنا فإذا أردت بقوم فتنة فاقبضنا غير خزايا ولا ندام ولا مفتونين. اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا توفنا مسلما والحقنا بالصالحين. اللهم ثبتنا على الإيمان وأمتنا على الإيمان واهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم من النبيين والصديقين والشهداء والصالحين. اللهم وفقنا لما تحب وترضى. اللهم علمنا الكتاب والتأويل. اللهم فقهنا في الدين. اللهم اجعلنا من التوابين واجعلنا من المتطهرين المتطهرين واجعلنا من عبادك المخلصين المخلصين واجعلنا من الذين لا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا وحبيبنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمته.